into the Brat Pack, 125 high school, and for the first time, Masters involved in the 125s as well, which is really, really good to see. 15 seconds, change it to 5. Gates drop. Oh, some guys caught in the gates by the looks of it. Yeah, didn't quite go according to plan there for some of the riders. But, oh, and look at that, a huge crash on the line. A couple of riders going down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riders involved in that gate crash. And coming out the gates, oh, that's not what you want, that is for sure. Looks like Thomas Spear might be one of them. Oh, that's Moira Grundy that's jumped onto the circuit there to help one of the down riders. Fortunately, I think all of them okay. Medical team were right there. So they'll be attending to those riders that have gone down. I think BORC Toy. Ah, exactly. I was looking to see whether the 2-2 rider was out front. Yes, he is on the Husky. And BORC Toy leads out. He's going to have Luke Grundy, Moira's son, pushing hard. He's got the number 1 plate on his bike there for Red Bull KTM. Can he try and find a way to close things down here on BORC, on the Husky? Jake Van Scoor and Jean Visser also involved in the mix here at the front end of this fight. But look at this gap. Already into the back markers. Can you believe that? I don't think there's any answer. Not quite sure what the idea on the 2-2s is, but it's great to see them having a bit of fun. It is a fun event, North versus South. That's the whole idea. Van Scoor up into 3rd. So Jake Van Scoor now trying to close things down on BORC and on Luke. But 101 versus 1 at this stage. And 41, it's the battle of the ones. Not too far behind, actually, is 111. And that's Krika van der Merwe. So with a field of over 30 riders involved in the 125 class, including some senior riders, that is just a huge, huge gate of a 125cc motocross bikes. And how's this fighting in-house in the middle of the pack here? Little bunches of riders getting together, which is really good to see. Now Sanders in there as well. Watch out for him trying to get into that top 10. Blake Osner didn't quite get the start he wanted. But there's a 125, and that's such an awesome shot. Love seeing 3 or 4 bikes going over 7th heaven and just disappearing sort of 3 stories high to get away from their rivals. And getting away from his rivals is this man. 101 in the house, giving him a 101 on motocross. How to do it at Bloemfontein. This is certainly the way a lot of riders would like to be riding. Bloemfontein Off-Road Racing Club's motocross track here in Bloem. At this stage though, there's no answer coming from Luke Grundy. He's tried to close the gap, but that gap has been maintained. Coming in amongst those back markers. Nice move there from Jake Van Scoor, just diving on the inside of Jordan De Lange. And just not giving too much of an issue there to the back markers. Remember, they're all in their own little fight, so you don't want to be too involved. It's kind of a gentleman's agreement out there that you race, but you don't use the faster riders coming through to your advantage. Jean Visser's up to 4th. 111 also just picked up on the back there. Krika van der Merwe up into the top 5. Finding a way through on Tyler Peterson and Renier van der Merwe. Kate van der Venter had a little bit of issues there. And Aiden Safi also into the top 10. But as I said, this man just absolutely brilliant on a 125. No issues at all. Plain sailing. He's got perfect lines dialed in over this track. And look at that, just a little bit of showboating as well at the end of the proceedings. So I don't know if there's an answer here from Luke Grundy. We might have to wait for the second heat to see what he can do. Also clearing that 7th heaven jump relatively easily on this 125. And amongst those back markers, Ryan Dickens just giving up some room there for the 3rd place man, Jake Van Scoor. And then 247, John Visser is the 4th man on track, and he's having a good day in the saddle there on that Husky. And then we see him running in that top 5, but certainly here he's loving life in Bloemfontein. Getting through on the 161 of Carl Jabay. So it is all about the 101 with a lap to go. Or in fact, no, it's a checkered flag. It was a lap to go for the other rider. So BORC Toy will be happy about that. The flag is out. And on the back wheel up the jump to celebrate. That's the way you do it. BORC Toy getting a double victory on the day. Secures him the overall standings as well. Ahead of Luke Grundy. And then Jean Visser, Jake Van Scoor, Cade van den Venter, Krika van der Merwe and Tyler Peterson. Your top 7 there for the 125 class. Check your spinning. From our teenagers, we now go to the old men of the mountain. Yeah, slightly older riders out there. Big fight on for the championship as well in the Masters and Grandmasters. So stand by for some big action here. And also we spoke to Mario Ria, making a welcome return to motocross since 2015. So it's been a while since he's been on a 125 or any kind of motocross bike. So let's see what he can do about this pack of riders. Rider down, is that Lloydie? Yes, it is. Oh, Sean Lloyd crashes out in turn 1. Just catching one of those very, very rough ruts. And there's another couple of riders seeing the same issues. Oh, look in the background there. Watch out for Gary Killian. Gary Killian fighting hard for a potential win here in the overall championship. Remember that. It's the number 7 bike. Downhill mountain biker in his career, and of course a seasoned motocross campaigner as well. So Killian will be the man to watch out for. And let's see what's going to happen here at the front end as they start to get into the mix here big time. It's a nice run there from Mario Ria. Good start as well coming out of Jan Ryan and Mark Ainsley. Mark Ainsley, watch out for him on the 18 bike. He'll certainly be looking for a chance to go as fast as possible. 44 with some problems. A lot of issues there as you can see all the way through, but no worries out front here at all from the top riders. And when I say the top riders, I mentioned Mario Ria. Spoke to him at the top of the show. He hasn't been on a motocross bike since 2015. Doesn't look like he's lost a lot though. Jan Ryan is hanging in there. Not sure if it's Jan or Jan, I'm sure it's Jan, but needless to say, he's having a good run at the top end of his category. And the Masters and Grandmasters combined here is always a good one to watch, because you get these little rivalries that start to form amongst good riders and of course fellow campaigners and combatants out there. Rod Bergstrom being one of them. He'll be a man to watch out for on the 5-2. And there you go. Looking like 7th heaven. That'll just make your day. Hitting that jump and clearing it on any motocross bike, you know that you have the ability to ride a motocross bike. But it is Mario Ria showing the rest of the pack the way around. And Ryan hangs on to the front of the Masters category. So it's the Western Province out front. Now into the mix there. Justin Bauer is in that mix as well. There comes Ainsley. Mentioned the fact that he'll be a man to watch out for. They're now in amongst those back markers, so the slower riders may just affect what happens here in the top 5 battles. Gary Killian is still in 2nd place in the Grandmasters, ahead of Steve Baker, Bergstrom and David van der Wit. Rob Dickens in there too on the 6 bike. Adrian Maguire, always a man to watch out for, slowly but surely making his way towards that top 5. He'll try and steal it away if he can from de Wit or from Dickens. For Ainsley, he's into 2nd. 2 riders down here. Oh, that's not good. So 68, that's the leader. So Mario Ria going down, and that could possibly change things up here overall. Ria has dropped back and is now given the possibilities there for Ryan to take the checkered flag. He does. Ria will still take the victory in the Grandmasters, but it didn't quite work out for him there. Let's have a look at the overall results though. Yeah. Jan Ryan taking it from Mark Ainsley, Justin Bauer and Sean Lloyd recovering for 4th. Ty Taylor, good run there from the hooligan in 5th, beating out Feyenoord Peleveld, and Andy Beeston up in the top 7. In the Grandmasters, Baker wins out eventually overall. Mario Ria's down right in race 1, drops him to 2nd. Killian to 3rd, Bergstrom in 4, de Wit, Maguire and Dickens your top 7. Join us after the break for more action from North versus South here in Bloemfontein for 2023.